The witness of Mary is undeniably a very important testimony that crops all through the New Testament both in spirit and truth. It is the art of a broken spirit and a contrite heart. Martha served, while Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took about a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume. She poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. Mary poured expensive perfume on Jesus' feet and wiped them with her hair to show her gratitude to God for sending Jesus to them. When, ____ 6 days before Passover, while Jesus was in Bethany, where his friend Lazarus lived. What ____ Mary poured a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume, on Jesus' feet. Why ____ Mary did this to show her gratitude to God for sending Jesus to them. Reaction ____ Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' disciples, objected, saying the perfume should have been sold and the money given to the poor. Jesus' response ____ Jesus replied, "It was intended that she should save this perfume for the day of my burial. You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me." The perfume, spikenard, was extracted from grasses in India and was very costly to produce. The juices from the grass were dried into a lard-like substance, which was then turned into perfume. The cost of transporting the perfume from India to other parts of the world also contributed to its high price. 6 days before Passover, Jesus came to visit Mary, Martha, and their brother Lazarus, whom Jesus had raised to life. Simon, who had been healed of leprosy, hosted a feast in appreciation for what Jesus had done for him. Martha was serving, and Lazarus was sitting at the table with the guests. John 12 verses 1-8. The perfume was very expensive, worth about a year's wages for the common laborer. Mary probably brought this gift as an expression of gratitude to the Savior for the forgiveness of her sins and for the resurrection of her brother. She intended it to be used someday for the burial of Jesus. But then she heard that he would soon be anointed king. In that case, she would be the first to bring him honor. Mary probably did not intend for her gesture to be noticed, but John notes, the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume, John 12 verse 3. Judas responded with a quick rebuke, stating that the perfume should have been sold and the proceeds given to the poor. Jesus immediately put Mary at ease by stating, "Let her alone. The poor you have with you always, but me you do not have always," John 12 verses 7-8. A recurring theme runs through the gospel. Jesus knows what is in people, John 2 verses 24-25, John 6 verses 70-71, John 13 verse 11, John 16 verse 19. In this instance at Simon's feast, Jesus knows what is in Judas. John is careful to point out who Judas is, a self-serving thief, John 12 verse 6. The fragrant gift which Mary had thought to lavish upon the dead body of the Savior she poured upon his living form. At the burial its sweetness could only have pervaded the tomb, now it gladdened his heart with the assurance of her faith and love. And as he went down into the darkness of his great trial, he carried with him the memory of that deed, and earnest of the love that would be his from his redeemed ones forever. She had a new way of looking at life, conversion and God's love. She began to live in a new way. Today we find Mary Magdalene in a new situation. Right after the passion, death, and burial of Jesus, Mary goes to the tomb overcome with grief with that new reality of conversion and God's love seemingly shattered. Mary Magdalene experienced profound heartbreak when Jesus died, feeling deep sorrow and anguish at his loss. Her encounter with Jesus marked the end of her turmoil, leading to a transformation from heartbreak to healing. Mary Magdalene's love was characterized as relentless. She exemplified unwavering devotion even in moments of despair. Jesus knew what was in the heart of Mary and the heart of Judas. He knows what's in your heart, as well. What should this truth tell us about the need of Christ as our righteousness, transforming us and covering us, as well? May God help us have a heart like Mary Magdalene, a broken heart and a contrite spirit. Her unwavering faith and loyalty, even in the face of adversity, exemplify the depth of true discipleship. Mary Magdalene's presence at the crucifixion and her role as the first to witness and proclaim the resurrection inspire us to remain steadfast in our faith. Thank you and God bless you.